Hi everyone. So here in this episode, we are going to create the store functionality. So what we had here is the form, and now we're going to bundle this form with some PHP Livewire magic. So let's start. First thing we will do is open that create component and wire this up with a new method here. Let's call this method public function. Let's call this submit. It will be a void to begin with. And just for a proof of concept, we'll do that here. And in order for this to work, we need to make sure that this is type of submit. So here we can wire submit with this new submit function. So let's see, when we are here and we click the create button, we submit the form. The next thing is create a dedicated Livewire form component in order to take care of that functionality. So we are using the dedicated artisan command for that. So back to the terminal, PHP artisan, this is Livewire form, and we will create a new form for our band. Let's open this. So we only did the name, like we said, for this form. So public, it will be a string, a name for that. And we need a function for storing that, public function store. And let's see, we need to create a new band. And like we said, if we go to the band model, we need the user who created the band and the name of the band. Back here, we need the user ID, and we will take that from the logged in user. And then we need the name. That will be the form's name. We can also return that and make sure that this function is returning the new band that it was created. And we will also need validation for this. So this is the validate attribute from Livewire. We will say that the name is required for now, and this will work perfectly. This actually does nothing on its own. We need to wire this up with the create form. So let's open this in a separate window, and we need to have a public band form here. Let's call it just form for now. Import this and let's use that. So in order to use that, we need to wire that name variable with this input, and we will do that with wire model form.name. So this is done. And when you click the submit button, what we will do here is we will use this form and call directly the store method. So let's quickly test this out, and then we can make this even better. I'm sorry, we forgot to validate the form. Let's try this again. Yeah, this makes more sense. So I guess if we use band 1 here and we create and we go to table plus bands, we added also two empty before, but we also added this new form. Okay, let's move forward. What else we need to do? When we create this form, we should probably redirect to a new page, which will be the bands page. So we will need a new route for that. Let's create a new route for this. Let's copy this. It will be bands, and then you need the band. And instead of create, it will be show, I guess. And in order for this to work, we also need the bands.show vault component. So let's create that. PHP artisan make vault. Under the bands directory, we need the show component. So this is done as well. Let's open this up. We need two things here. We need route model binding. So in Livewire, you can simply do public band, and this is done. And we can just display the band name for now. And let's check this real quick. If we go bands /1, yeah, we are good. This works. So if we go back to the create, we can now get the band that was created, because if you remember here, we return the band that was actually created, and we can redirect to a new route, which will be now the bands show, and we need the band that was created, and we also need for this navigate to be true, so this can work as an SPA. So let's try this one more time and see where we are. So now if we go to new band and create a new band, we are redirected back to the band show. So this works as expected. And we can also use the toast messages from Flux in order to display a small message to the user. So let's import first of all Flux. So use Flux. So this is done. And let's open the messages, bands, PHP. Let's go band stored maybe. and go, yeah, perfect. Band stored successfully. I want this to be my message here. Band stored. Let's try this one more time. If we go back, create a new band, we get the message, we are redirected back, and this works as expected. And one last thing, now that we have that dummy show page in this index, if we are authorized to view the show page, we should add a link. So let me close everything up. We should go to bands.index. Here is the change. We will use the flags link for that, which is ready for us. Perfect. And yeah, we're using the ref here. I guess we're good to go. And like we said, authorize first. So we don't have that yet. Let's do that. Public function mount. And before loading everything, we need to authorize that we are allowed to view this specific band. So currently, if we go here, we get an unauthorized, which is good. We need also to make the links disappear when we are not authorized. So we will use the can, and can, and an else method here. So only if you can view that band, we will display the link. Otherwise, just the name will do fine. Now we don't have links, we only have the names. So if we go to the band policy now and change the view to true, everything will be back to normal, and the policy file will be something that we can visit later on. Perfect. Perfect. So now everything is in place. Let's see real quick what we've done so far before moving to tests, but I think the main functionality is there. We can now create new bands. We have validation for the name in place. We redirect the user back to the band show page when everything works as expected. And we also provide links from the index page to the dedicated band page as well. So I guess we're good. We changed the band policy. Okay. We added some keys into our bands file. We made our form to function properly by firing a submit function here that actually stores the form, displays a message to the user, and redirects back, which is perfect. We added some links in the index page. We also added a new route here for the show page. We created a dedicated Livewire form in order to take care of that form for us. And we created the dummy show page for the band just to be there and handle the redirects as well. So final thing now, let's go at some tests for our sanity. I would like to test validation, and I would like to test the happy path that when the user actually adds band name there and clicks the submit, that this band is actually stored in the database and we are redirected to the bands page. So let's see what we have here. Under feature directory, we have that band index page. Now I need some tests for the create page, and I need maybe a directory. I already have a bunch here, so let's move that there, and let's create another feature test for band create test, and let's add that under the bands directory, and let's test that name is required for now, and let's start. We will use the vault facade for that. It's vault test, and we will test that bands create method. Before doing that, in order for this to work, we need a user that is logged in, of course. So let's create one user real quick. User factory create, perfect, and let's log this user in. Import the user model, import the vault facade as well. And now what we can do is let's set the form.name to an empty string. So make sure that this is on purpose left blank. And then let's call the submit method on the component. So we are setting this input, this form.name, to nothing. And then we call the submit method on this component. So this method, and we need to assert that this has errors. And I think this is good. Let me run this. And yes, we are green. Let's go back real quick. New band. Let's create that. We can see that we get this message, but we don't test it. So let's see. Yeah, perfect. This asserts that the form has errors, but this also checks that this error is displayed to the user. So let me run this again. So this is perfect. And now let's create another test. It creates a new band test. Create a user. Let's create a user, and let's do the same thing step by step here. but instead of passing an empty form, let's add like a new band here. And now we will assert a redirect. A redirect will be at the show, but now we need the band as a second parameter. But what we can do here is grab the latest band that is in the database. So we can do that with band latest and then grab the first one, import. So this is one test. We are visiting the create page. We fill the form with this new band name. We call the submit action, and then we expect to be redirected to a show for that latest band in the database. So this is part one. I guess this should work. Yes, this passes. And what we can also do is make sure that the band that we created in the database has actually this name that we added here. So we can expect, yeah, we can do that. Thank you for that. We can expect that we only have one. And we can also test it's ready for us to go. That the first band you see, or let's do same here. This passes as well. Maybe we could split that into phases. I don't know if this makes sense for you as well, but maybe what we can do here is, I don't know, it's like a response maybe. We can stop that here and then we can continue. Does this still work? Let me try this real quick. Okay, so maybe we can fetch the band from the database here. We can do that expectations here by using that variable here, and then we can also expect that we are redirected there. This still passes. This is only a preference. We can do both, but I guess we're good. So thank you for watching. Next episode will be editing and updating existing bands in the database, and we are reaching towards the end for this simple CRUD for bands. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.